What is going on, everybody? Tech enthusiast here, and in this video I'm going to show you a very useful app for Android TV called atvTools. So from your phone you can install apps directly onto your Android TV. You can upload files and browse files on your Android TV, launch apps from your phone, disable and uninstall system apps, take screenshots, record videos, and a lot more. Anyway, let's get started. So firstly, we need to install atvTools on our Android phone. This is also available on the iPhone as well. So when we launch it for the first time, it will be looking for the Android TV. It's not going to find it. That's not a problem. So what we need to do is head over to our Android TV and go into the settings. I am using Project TV Launcher, so I'm going to scroll down to Android settings. Now your layout will be different here. I've got it on 4K Pro, but what we need to do is head over to the system, then go to about, and then scroll down to Android TV OS build and click on the OK button multiple times until it says you are a developer. So we're going to go back, and while still under system, we're going to scroll down to developer options. Once here, we need to enable one option, and that is USB debugging, and then click on OK. So I'm just going to back out to the home screen and then on the phone. So now we're going to tap on the refresh icon and it should show your Android TV. Here it is. So I'm just going to tap on it and there should be a prompt on your Android TV, allow USB debugging. Now if you want, you can just click on allow without checking the box, but I'm going to check the box and then allow. Now on our Android phone, we've got the app fully launched. So I'm going to go and select install, and I'm going to install SmartTube. So here it is. So depending on the size of the APK, it shouldn't take too long anyway. So here it is, the app has installed. Now it could take several seconds for it to show on your Android TV device, so you just need to be a bit patient. And here it is, you can see SmartTube has installed. Alright, so the next thing I want to show you is upload to download. So that's the downloads folder. So I'm just going to go into my file browser and go into the download folder, and you can see there is only one file there right now. So back on the app, I'm going to go to upload to downloads, and I'm going to select this Zelda file here. And again, the length will depend on the size of the file you're sending. So it says it has finished sending that. So here you can see the file has successfully been transferred over. So this is the file explorer, and let me go into my download folder so I can basically do whatever I want from the phone. So if you click on the three dots, you can, delete it, rename it, copy, move, all of that stuff from your phone. Okay, so I'm just gonna come out of that, and then you've got clear cache, and let me just go to the home screen. So the other option is screenshot. Let me just press that now, and as you can see, it has taken a screenshot. So I'm just gonna come out of that and go to screen records. Now this is a paid feature. Alright, so I'm just going to record the home screen. I'm just going to randomly move about. Now one thing I want to mention is if you want to record Netflix or YouTube, it's just not going to work. It's going to record a black screen. However, if you do have games, it should record that without any issues. So that should do it. So I'm just going to stop the recording and it will show you where it has saved. So SD card meaning internal storage, movies, atvTools folder. So I'm just going to go into my file browser and then scroll down to movies, atvTools, and here is the video. So I'm just going to play it, and as you can see, there has been no issues in recording the home screen. I'm not sure what use case you may have, but it is kind of handy, I guess. Now back on the app, we've got screensaver, sleep, reboot, and power. So next I want to go to apps. Here we can see all of the apps that are installed on the Android TV. Now I just want to show you something, and let me just scroll to the right on my Android TV. As you can see, YouTube is not showing here. I have hidden it, but on my phone I can launch it. So I'm just going to tap on that, and as you can see, that launched. I guess it is kind of handy if you want to hide some apps from children. Okay, so on the top right hand corner, if we click on that, we can list all these system apps. So I'm just going to disable that, and I'm just going to search for Google TV. So that is the internal TV launcher. And if you click on the three dots, we've got a few options here. You can also change some of the permissions and disable the launcher as well. So I'm just going to go back, and what I want to do now is actually uninstall YouTube Music, as I have no use for it. So back on the three dots, uninstall, we've got a prompt, and interestingly it says we can install it back. So we'll see how that works. As you can see, it has disappeared. And what I'm also going to do is disable YouTube, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to go into settings, Android settings, then go to apps, see all apps, and then scroll down. And as you can see, under disabled apps, it's just YouTube. YouTube Music is not there, it has uninstalled. So let's try to get that back. So back on the app, we're going to click on the three dots and then select install. And there is a prompt. I'm going to say yes, and that should come back. Again, it could take a good few seconds, just be patient. So the next option is shell for ADB commands. This is not something that I want to go into right now. And then we've got info. So here we can see the device stats, storage, CPU, RAM, network usage. And at the bottom, it does say these are an approximate. And then lastly, we have the remote icon, and this is a paid feature. So I'm just going to click on the white arrow icon near the bottom corner to bring up the D-pad, if you want to call it that. I'm just going to move across, and look, YouTube Music is back. Above it, we've got the volume controls as well as other media buttons. And next, let me just show you the mouse. So here you can see the cursor is working. There is the left click and right click as well. Now on the bottom left corner, we've got the number pad as well as those colored buttons as well. Next to it, with the text icon, this is what you will use to send text. So we're going to click on the edit text, and then let me just open the Play Store, go to the search bar and type in button and then send text. Hopefully we can do live typing in a future update. So send text, and as you can see, it has showed button mapper, so that works. All right, next we've got the back button, and then the middle icon to bring up the Project TV launcher settings, and lastly the home button. So there you have it, atvTools in a nutshell. Personally, I found it very useful, especially for uninstalling system apps and launching apps conveniently from my phone, as well as having the remote control feature. Although that is paid, you can unlock the premium features from just £1.89. Now, one thing I want to mention is when you enable USB debugging, it will disable a USB port on your Android TV device. If you have more than one USB port, then I guess you're okay. But if it's just one and you want to use it, you will have to disable USB debugging. So that does it for this video. If you have found it useful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new. Thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you in the next video.